Leo, we are going to do a reading for you. So let's go ahead and get into the message. I'm just going to see what the universe brings out. Any suggestions or advice that it wants to bring you, or guidance, whatever it wants to come out. So we're going to go ahead and get your message. So please take what resonates, because it's a general reading for the sign of Leo. Yeah, so let's get into it. So I hope you guys are doing well. I appreciate you coming to my channel. I'm very much deeply grateful for that. So let's go ahead and get into the message. So Spirit, what do you want to come up? Hopefully we'll have a smooth reading. I have the cat and the dog both in here with me. They don't always cooperate, but we'll see. Let's see. What's coming up for you at this time? Okay, we're going to go ahead and get a few, and then we'll see. There could be a Taurus in your mix here. All right. All right, so I feel like there's a balance needed with some kind of a tradition. Could be like a family situation or an institution. It's like this inspired in the material world with some kind of traditional background. Like I said, it could be a school, it could be a workplace, it could be a church, it could be just family traditions, basically. We are in the holidays, so maybe there's some split you're doing. Maybe your family has always been raised you a certain way, and it looks like maybe you're kind of contemplating your own at this time. Yeah, because we do have this Six of Cups reversed, so it's kind of like stepping away from that childhood situation or the past. So I do feel like kind of coming into your own, basically. Let's see what else is coming up. One more. All right, there we go. All right, so we have all our cards here. On the bottom, we have a Tower. So this could be some kind of shocking surprise. I feel like more for your family. Maybe you have broke a tradition or done something different, like you have a different belief system. So that might be really surprising them. For some of you, it could even be like a wedding. Maybe you're marrying into a different background and your family's a little, wanting you to follow their traditions, but you're splitting away, or maybe involving both traditions. This could be, like I said, a religious background. It could just be a belief system. So especially now with Christmas, because we have Hanukkah, we also have Christmas. There's different aspects of celebrating. So I feel like there might be something with that, kind of exploring on your own energy, because we do have this Hierophant. Of course, this could be a Taurus in your life too, but this is like your belief system, your background, your traditions, things like that. So coming into your own with that, and with the Page of Pentacles as well, because this is like a new beginning. This is something new, birthing something new in the material world. All right, so now we have this Six of Cups, which is about the balance, with the Queen of Swords. So I feel like it's almost like easing into it, like, not shockingly surprising your family. But I think it still did, because this Tower is coming in. So I kind of feel like it's like going against the grain of how you were brought up, your traditions. Like, we all have our own life. So, that's just basically our foundation, but we can always choose. And that's what your family needs to know, that, if they raised you to have good integrity and good morals and be a good person, that's basically it. It shouldn't matter what your religious background is. It shouldn't matter about your sexuality. It shouldn't matter about things like that. But, I do feel like sometimes people have this thought in their mind and this blueprint of what people should be like. And some parents, because they've raised somebody so much, might have a hard time letting go of that. They feel like they've molded them and they should be this certain way. So, I feel that energy coming up. So let's see what else is coming up. We have the Knight of Wands as well as the Seven of Cups reversed. So I almost feel like you're moving away from something, but you don't feel like you have very many options here. I feel like maybe they're not listening to your situation. They don't want to hear it. So you're just, or you feel like they don't want to hear it. So you're moving away from that. So let's see what else is coming up. We have the Five of Swords. So this is conflict. So I feel like you're kind of holding back and not weighing the options of how you could approach it, because you feel like it's just going to lead to conflict, or it already has been very conflicting here. Because we also have the competition with the Four of Pentacles. So holding back again, because you don't want to engage in any conflict, or I told you so, or you should do this, or whatever. So I feel like this is like a family situation. for some of you, where there's some conflict, whether it's that, like I said, switching that religious background or approaching something different, a different tradition. You know, maybe you don't want to celebrate Christmas this year. Maybe it's around Thanksgiving. We just have Thanksgiving and you didn't want to go, or something like that. But I feel like there's been some kind of competition and conflict, or you feel so you're holding back. So, yeah, some kind of surprise or shock here. Very interesting energy here. So let's go ahead and just clarify a little bit of it, okay? So let's get this Hierophant and see what's coming up with this. So this is like coming into your own. I feel like this reading for you, Leo, is coming into your own, doing your own thing. Because, you know, just because we have a family background doesn't mean we have to. And this could also be about breaking like those patterns of belief or our ancestral patterns, and like a certain way of our family always being like, you know, I'm just going to use this as an example. There's a long line of doctors in the family, and they insist on you having to be a doctor. So they're disappointed because you're not, or you're going to follow in their footsteps with the family business, or the whole family's had a pattern of alcoholism, and you've kind of like, I don't want to deal with that, so I'm breaking that pattern. Something like that. It doesn't have to be. And look at that again, the Tower. Yeah, there's some kind of surprise or shock here that people weren't expecting. And I feel it's because they expected it to be a certain way. That's what I'm feeling. I don't really feel like it was like a giant tragedy or anything. I feel like they feel like it's a tragedy, but it's basically you just living your life. Yeah, something coming to a completion here with this Hierophant. So I do feel like there's some kind of tradition or old family pattern or belief system that you've closed out. You've broken the pattern. So, and for some of you, it could be sad. It could be something about like abuse too. So, you know, we have to break that chain or it continues, right? That's why we see a long history of patterns where families will go through the same negative behavior or situation or whatever it is. So I do feel like you have made a big effort here and possibly even already completed it with this world. Or if not, if it hasn't been completed, you're working on it and it's leading to completion. And it's even been so where you've had to break away from your family. You know, some families don't talk for years. And I feel like that could be the situation just because you know it's going to be a lot of competition and conflict and give you a lot of grief. So you're kind of moving away from that. So let's see about this Page of Pentacles. Yeah, see, look at this. Yeah, see this toxic energy. So you're starting this new beginning. You're inspired in the material world to break this toxicity and move forward. This also can be a Capricorn card. So you have, let's see what we have. They have the Taurus, Capricorn, and that's it basically, because we have Pentacles, Wands, Cups, we have all of them. So it could be anybody, but those are the two major ones. But yeah, see, you're breaking this pattern. You know that you have to stop it somewhere instead of following in this cycle. So even if it ruffles some feathers or you have to walk away from people, that's what you're doing. I love that. And then on the bottom, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, because you want to bring abundance and happiness and stability into your life and your family, your future family, your kids, your wife, whatever it is. All right, so let's go ahead and see about the Six of Pentacles. Gaining this balance back. Knight of Swords, yeah, taking action on that. Because something has been off. It's been some kind of toxic pattern or belief system or whatever it is. And it's created this instability in the family and chaos and toxicity. So you are taking action to move away from it. You know that you have to break this chain if you want a better life, right? So now we have this Queen of Swords. Let's see. Oh, look, death. Yes, see, letting go. Transformation. That's Scorpio as well. So let's go ahead about this Queen of Swords. What's coming up for that? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, seeing the truth for what it is so you can bring in this abundance, be stable and secure in your material world, as well as the Lovers. And I do feel like it could be affecting your intimate relationships as well, you know? Sadly, sometimes when we have a toxic family, it's very hard to bring in, you know, people to visit or meet. But I do feel like this is it has affected your intimate relationships, and you don't want that anymore. You want something healthy and grounded and happy and abundant. So you're breaking that pattern. This also could be a Gemini card. So let's go ahead and get this Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, yeah, look at that. This is stability. So I feel like with you not having any options or choices, maybe to try to work on things with your family or explain your situation or tell them why you want to do it, you're feeling like they're just going to like cause a lot of chaos or blame you or guilt trip you or cause a lot of conflict and competition. So you just want the stability. So you are not even, you're not even contemplating talking to them. You're just like stepping away. And some of you might have already tried to talk about it, but it just created a lot more conflict and tried to like pull you back down. So you just don't do it. King of Swords, see? That truth, living your truth. So let's see about this Knight of Wands. Taking action towards the passion that you're wanting in life. Taking action on that, quick action. Being passionate about it. We have the Page of Swords and the Magician. Yeah, see? Look, okay? This, again, is that inspired truth that you're living, as well as the Magician, bringing in your abundance, manifesting. You've worked on it really hard. You've got all the tools you need, and you're moving forward to bring in this abundant life, right? No more toxicity. No more putting up with conflict and chaos and drama. So let's get this Five of Swords. Yeah, look at that. There's some sneaky manipulation too. So I do feel like a lot of this moving away without even probably even talking about it, just like slowly moving off into the sunset and just cutting ties. I feel like this is because you know you're going to be manipulated in the situation. There's going to always be some kind of manipulation, and this could be part of that pattern, that old family pattern here. So let's go ahead and see about this Five of Swords. Conflict. This also can be mental conflict too. I do feel like some of you are, you know, sad about it or conflicted because, you know, you don't want to leave your family behind. You do remember some of the good times, but it's just like, you know, it's not something that you can keep continuing or living. Some of you might already have your own relationship and family, and it's just, you know, you don't want it to repeat in that family, so you're moving away from it. Now we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, see, this is that self-love, filling her own cup, you know? I do feel like you are like sending compassion towards it. You just don't want to associate it with it anymore. And sometimes, sadly, that's what we have to do. So let's go ahead and see about this Four of Pentacles, holding ourselves back, keeping to ourselves, not engaging. Page of Cups. We have all the pages, all this inspiration, inspired action, setting intentions for the new beginning in the material world. This is all about our mental clarity. This is all about our emotional stability in the material world. So this is all about, you know, starting this so you can be emotionally happy, emotionally fulfilled, because you know that if you stay in that situation, it's just going to be draining and emotionally toxicity and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and see what's on the bottom. Two of Wands. Yeah. So right now I feel like a lot of you are at this crossroads, or you were already on that crossroads and you had to make a tough decision here. So let's go ahead and get about this competition with the Five of Wands. Six of Cups. Yeah, see? This is our past again, our childhood. Traumas from our past, traumas, memories. But, you know, some of them are good memories, but sometimes we have a lot of toxic families, and we have to get to a place where we are mature enough to move away from it or set those healthy boundaries. And I feel like for a lot of you, it has been, you have tolerated it. But now I really feel like maybe you have a baby of your own, or you're starting a new relationship here where that's gotten serious, and you just don't want to drag that toxicity into your future. So you have like a protection of your other loved ones. So we have the King of Wands. Yeah, so this is, you know, taking charge of your life very passionately, being that leader, being confident to move forward. Okay, so I do feel like I said, some of you could be having your own family, and you're just not wanting them to experience that and continue that toxic pattern of behavior into your family from your past family. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can get some advice, clarity, anybody involved, whatever wants to come up here. So with the Hierophant in the World. Yeah, see, this has really caused you a lot of anxiety and worry here. And this also could be people around you who are very worried and anxious about it, because, you know, sometimes people don't want to see that what their toxic behaviors are. So if you call it out, it can create a lot of chaos and anxiety and worry. But whether this is you or them, I feel like it's the whole unit in general. This is just like a lot of sleepless nights and things like that. We do have the Fool reversed, but that is like taking risks and starting a new beginning. But I do feel like you already are, but I do feel like sometimes maybe you get a little hesitant because, you know, even if it's toxic, that's all you've known. And I feel like you've had several steps to do this, but now that you have somebody else involved, maybe like a new baby or kids or a new spouse or something like that, or you finally just realized that it's holding you back from creating the life you want, that you're letting go of that and taking this risk. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this Devil and this Page of Pentacles. See? That toxic energy just leaves a lack, like a void within us. So this is something that you are working towards, you know, setting intentions to move away from, you know, filling that cup first so you don't feel empty. And then on the bottom we have strength. Yes, it takes that inner strength. This also could be a Leo. So, well, or you. Leo. Could be another Leo, but it could be you. I feel like you are tapping into your strength to build the courage up to move forward. And, you know, it takes a lot of courage and strength to fight past these bad toxicity, patterns of belief, families, stuff like that. It takes a lot. So let's go ahead and get this Knight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. What is this about? King of Wands, there you are again. So I think you came up earlier. Yeah, you were on the bottom here. So you're showing up all over this reading. This is you being empowered. Really standing your ground and determined to move forward with this. So you're very determined to gain this balance back because of this void that's been put in your life from maybe how you were raised or whatever it was. This is you stepping into your strength here. Gaining that balance back. Being determined to have the life you want. Especially for yourself, but also for your future family, your kids, your wife, your husband, whatever it is. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this Queen of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles, as well as the Lovers. So, you know, with the 10 of Pentacles and the Lovers, I do feel like a lot of you have gotten married, or you're considering married, or you have a kid. So, you know, now you're cutting through all that crap from your past that holds you back, creates issues, things like that. See, and then we let go of that competition. We don't want to deal with it anymore. The past is the past. We're letting it fall away. We've taken the lessons. We've healed our wounds. We're moving forward. So let's go ahead and see about the 7 of Cups reversed with the 4 of Wands. Yeah. Clarity. Ace of Swords. Finally realizing, you know, like this is what's been holding me back this whole time. I can't hold on to it anymore. And then on the bottom, we have the Ace of Wands, yes. And I really feel like you're really passionate about this. You're determined, definitely. And you could be like really tapping into your spirituality, your faith to help you get through, okay? And then again, that could also be this Hierophant. You know, really relying on your faith of whatever you believe in. All right, so let's get this Knight of Wands, the Magician, and the Page of Swords. Really taking action on working on your abundance. You're manifesting it. Setting intentions of truth. Queen of Wands. Yes, so there's that partner because you had the King of Wands. That's you. So you'd be an Aries. So I really do feel like this is a relationship or even a family, like you're starting a family that's really boosting your courage and making you determined to move forward. So this is having that courage, confidence, and doing what you want and not letting anybody stop you. Not letting any of the manipulation stop you, not letting guilt stop you, nothing. You're just doing what's right in your heart and what's for your family. So, and then on the bottom, 6 of Wands, so victory and success here. Good. So now let's get the Ace of Cups with the 5 of Swords. That, filling your own cup through all the conflict, letting go of the conflict, taking care of your own mental health. King of Swords, yes. Again, that clarity, the truth, seeing the truth for what it is, remaining strong. Not letting manipulation or lies block you. Knowing what it is. All right, so the 4 of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. Wait a minute, I wanted to see what the bottom was. Look at that, the 2 of Cups. Yes, for this, the conflict and filling your own cup. When we fill our own cup and find our own happiness and peace, we can connect with others as well. We can have more harmonious relationships. So I feel like that's what you're really doing. Because you found someone, you know, and you have maybe starting a family here. So let's see about this Page of Cups and 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, again. Yes, sometimes we have to hold things back to ourselves and not reveal everything and not explain everything to people when we really trust our soul. So this again is filling your own cup. So you can start this emotional journey for emotional fulfillment and satisfaction and abundance. And then on the bottom, justice. Yes, there's that karma. That's all things balanced. This could be a Libra. Now we are going to get into the Seven of Wands. Why did I say that was the Five of Wands? It still doesn't matter. It's defensiveness. And Six of Cups. So let's go ahead and see. You know, being defensive of our childhood, about people from our past. Yeah, I feel like it finally come to a head, and it was just enough was enough. It was affecting your new future family or life, so you had to put an end to it here. And they were surprised because you've been dealing with it. So now here comes all the options and choices, right? A lot of options and choices when we clear our mind and free our soul and let go of past hurts and toxicity. So that's a good energy. All right, so now we are going to go ahead and just see if there's any outcome or any more advice from the universe. Okay? And then we'll close this reading. Very nice. I love this. I love to see patterns of behavior stop that aren't serving us or toxic. All right, we're just going to see what's coming up. Okay. There still can be some conflict within you. There could be conflict with other people. They still might be trying to text you, call you, get in touch with you, trying to manipulate you, whatever it is. They're still creating some chaos here. Like I said, this also could be in your own mind because sometimes it is hard to let go of people that we had a bond with at one time, whether they're toxic or not. If you've had those memories made and that family situation, it can be tough. But this is letting go of all that manipulation, right? The trickery, not allowing it anymore. Like, I'm not going to deal with it anymore. It's bringing my life down. It's affecting my future children or spouse or whatever. I'm not going to do it anymore. So letting that go, that's good energy. And then we have the Emperor on the bottom, another Aries card. This is taking control of your life, being empowered. Oh, that's too many. And they didn't flip over, so let's see. What else? May take some getting used to. We got some juggling going on too. So I feel like too, this might be certain people in your family you're still in contact with. So you might be getting that, you know, well, they said this and this, and you're kind of juggling energy out. So there's some kind of juggling here. This also could be just you trying to manage everything, your new life and things like that. Page of Cups again, that inspired emotional fulfillment, starting a new path towards our emotional fulfillment, our emotions, getting them under control and mastering them, moving away from anything that's been emotionally disappointing. Yeah, you've been through a lot. You've really been through a lot. You have a lot of wounds and scars from it, but I do feel like you are mastering them and healing them. Okay? And look, this will open you up to be more giving and open, emotionally available, more vulnerable to the people that are healthy choices in your life. Maybe your spouse or your kids or things like that. So you know that this is a pattern. Like maybe your dad wasn't very, very emotionally connected and harsh, and then you know that created some tension, and you never had it. So you're like not wanting to repeat that pattern. So now you're going to be more open to that. Moving away, again, taking action to move away, taking action on what you want, and letting go of that lack. No more lack mindset. And then on the bottom, we have the Emperor, we already said, is taking that power back, being in power of your life, being empowered, okay? So that is your message, Leo. I love that. You don't see too many people breaking old patterns of ancestral things. I mean, it happens all the time, but you don't really hear readings about it. So I love that you're working on it. And I really feel like this energy, because like I said, you could have a new relationship, or you're thinking about a family, or you're starting a family. You just see that it's been holding you back, and how your life has been, and it's almost a new year. So a lot of healing, that judgment energy where we're doing a deep dive to figure out who we want and what we need to change. So I love that. So thanks so much for watching, Leo. Take care. Bye.